It's over! Alright. If you want to catch the first 5 seconds of this episode, go to the Exploding Duck Brigade. That's where the rest of it is. Fuck off, YouTube. Alright. Stop telling me that you want to hide my chat. Dick. You don't get to do that. Only I can do that. Alright, I'm gonna draw the boss in this episode. I don't know if everybody here is prepared for that, but, you know. That's what we're doing. It has to be done. The boss does have to be drawn. So, yeah, it's gonna be a short episode. I'm not gonna go, oh my god, my volume's at 100. If someone joins, okay. If someone joined the call right there, they would have, like, killed my ears. I don't know what the thumbnail is. It's still gonna be, you know what, let's change the thumbnail. I don't want it to be the morning characters. What's a good image to change it to? I'm sure I've got a drawing. Put a Nelman drawing in there. Okay, yeah. That's a good thumbnail. Alright, time to draw the boss. So he's kind of got to look like sleazy, but also pathetic. Like he can't... He really... You would hate him for being so smug, but life is treating him so poorly that you almost feel bad for him. So I'm just kind of fucking winging this. I don't like that nose. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to design characters. Big old nervous smile. This is fucking horrible. This is worse than what I normally do. It just looks like I gave him fucking giant ass lips. No, this is not the boss. This guy is not the fucking boss. Let's give him like big panicky eyes. Because this is a boss that has made a lot of mistakes. Let's just put it that way. This is not your big egotistical boss. This is someone who desperately wants to be in charge, yet has absolutely no right to be in charge. Considering the mistakes he has made. The many bad investments. We'll give him like a balloon-shaped head. He's not looking much like a boss yet, but maybe we can do some things to boss him up. It's kind of my default hairstyle. What's a better hairstyle for the boss? This surely looks like something. He looks like someone who'd be abused by a boss, not a boss himself, but maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the fun of it. Again, he's just not qualified. Then again, maybe he's actually a better boss than most bosses. Just because maybe, like, that's added some humility to him. I don't. I like the balloon shaped head. I like the panic eyes. I don't. I'm not. Even though he's supposed to kind of be a pathetic boss, I'm not sure if I'm buying it. He also looks too young. This is a guy who's been making mistakes his entire life. Let's give him like nipples, little. His shirts are too tight. His like man tits kind of pop out of it. We'll give him like maybe some facial hair. Ooh, you know what? The facial hair is doing it for me. Just needs to be a little thicker. With details, I feel like we can make this guy look older. You know, bags under the eyes. Maybe like we should actually just go like a step further with that and actually like kind of give him some shadowy. Bags under his eyes. I don't know if this is something that would appear in every shot or just like in moments where he's like especially not doing well, but is the stream not showing anything? Nope, it's showing something. Okay, it was just behind on my screen. Maybe if I give him like bushier eyebrows, he'll look a little bit older. Give him like, make it so he's like wearing a coat. Give him a chin. Want nose? Let's do a Squidward nose. Perhaps. Squidward nose isn't not working for me. It's just the mustache is all fucky now. Because I want to do a comic with this guy. I just need I had a boss character in mind who makes really bad investments. I'm not sold on the hair. So let's erase the hair. Let's do the hair over again. That's like really shitty hair. In order to grow, I have to say no to that hair. Because if I actually let him look like that, that's just a sign that I'm allowing anything to happen. Maybe he doesn't have any hair. Because he's lost his hair from the years of stress. Like he has like a bit of like a hairline, but that's too much. I like the big eyes though, because it can make him look really panicked every time he makes a bad business decision. I don't know about the no hair though.
Yo, what's up?
It's Chris. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, it's me, your favorite trans YouTuber. I say that boldly.
I'm trying to think if I have any other favorite trans YouTubers. I don't
I'm
know.
mainly joking.
I wanted to like insult you, but I can't think of anyone. I'm just kidding now. Even if there is another one, Chris is my favorite trans YouTuber.
Yeah, that's because I cheat because I know you.
uh, how you doing?
I'm fine.
I wonder, do I have a picture of Adachi still? Because I wonder if I should just like make his hair look like Adachi's. Because Adachi has. I think Adachi might have the right hair for this. Yeah, I do have a. I have a really good picture of Adachi.
What you working on today?
What's up?
So what are you working on today?
I'm making the boss.
Oh, can I say what you're working on?
If yeah, I mean I don't know if you're gonna get it correctly, but probably you will.
Is it the Spiny Norman comic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was being very vague this whole time without explaining what the project was. I'm just saying I'm drawing the boss.
I'm sorry.
No, I said you could. It's all good.
Oh, I just thought you were being vague in this stream. I don't want to spoil it in your stream.
No,
But I did.
I haven't like announced it yet, but I'm also not like against announcing it, so it's fine.
I
There's
mean,
the
it's not really an
announcement.
announcement.
Yeah, I mean, it could just like flat out not come out, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you're working on a thing.
But I did make one, but it's also one that could. I sent it in the chat last night. It's one that couldn't be the first one because there's no fucking context.
What's up?
Hello.
Oh, it's Matt.
Yes.
Hello, Matt. I kind of like the Adachi looking hair. Well, I drew his hair on the fucking Adachi layer. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm not coloring this in, but we are gonna murder Adachi.
I love the Adachi. We already did that. I think.
No, he's alive. Can you kill Adachi?
No.
I don't think so. Yeah, this isn't going to be a very long stream. I can get back on later if you guys wanted to do anything, but like around 2:30 I've got to do something. Something horrible.
Are we gonna do Mario tonight?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What time?
Whenever you guys are free.
The earlier the better, probably.
Whenever.
Maybe like around.
I was gonna say like 4 or 5 my time.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah, that's
5 your
reasonable.
time. Let's do 5 your
That's
time.
like 6 or is that 6 our time?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Fuck, can I move?
I mean, that could be the boss.
Oh God.
He won't always have that shit underneath his eyes. That's just like for when he's like really, really bad off. Although maybe the mustache, now that I've given him the Squidward nose, the mustache should actually be lowered and not there.
Oh, I thought that was just a frown line.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was supposed to be a mustache.
Well, there is a frown there too. Oh, I'm on the Adachi layer. Alright, hold on. Like that right there is a frown line, but I might actually want to lower that now that I'm.
You know, I kind of like the mustache.
I like the mustache too. I just think it should be a little lower because it's like inside his nose now. It's like nose hairs. All right. I like the mustache because it makes him look older because he looked really young and he's not like supposed to be elderly or anything in it, but he was like he's old enough to where he has a Virtual Boy section in his story, you know. I have an idea for like the next for like 2 strips. I have like plenty of ideas, but like I actually have 2 strips. Like I finally came up with. Yesterday was a big writer's block day because it was like I had ideas, I just didn't know where to start, so I just drew that one. I was like, all right, at least it's something. But now it's like, all right, we're gonna start with him on his first day at the job. Matt's gonna be in the first one, kind of giving Spiny the run around of what the business is, because I think that in itself is a good first joke. It's just they work at a fucking video store where every single like section represents a different failed product. Like I like the idea of the boss like crying at a like Wii U station. Just where they have Wii U's all over the fucking place.
I kind of love how Spiny Norman is going to get a comic, right? Because it can kind of be like a parallel to like the comic that Sonic had.
I just thought it'd be fun. I like drawing the characters, so it's just like, all right. Like, I tried doing the self-insert comic so many times, or like whether it be a comic or a show, many times. Like, there was the one with the really ridiculous name, and you were in that one, Chris.
Oh, Land Reality or so?
No, Lantern at Reality. I had nothing to do with that, Chris. What the fuck? What do you guys think of like his man tits sticking out of his outfit?
Yeah, well, I was gonna say something about it.
Appropriate.
I should give him like a little pocket.
Was it like Land of Reality, one of your shows?
It was, but it didn't have you guys. Austin was in that one actually, but not as himself.
I could have sworn Zach was in it.
I don't think that.
I don't think.
He was in Michael Help Wanted. If I kept that one going, he probably would have been in it. But Zach was like that. I stopped that one after like 6 episodes, and honest to God, thank God. It's like one of the shittiest things I've ever made. Because the whole show was built around memes. That was it. Like like the second episode was all about the Neon Cat. It was just, yeah, it's bad.
I think I want your comic to catch on, and then I want to do Spiny the comic.
Spiny the comic, you mean?
Spiny's like unreasonably an asshole.
Alright, so there's the boss. I wanted to make a guy who looks like I didn't want to make him look like a prick like a lot of like boss characters. Like I just wanted to make him look like he's just terrified of the life of like of bad decision making he's made.
He looks like he lost all hope.
I like the idea of him like you see him when he's younger and he has like this really overly confident face, and this is just him now. Like one bad decision after the other. And I don't even know if I really want to explain how the hell he's still in business. Like, my headcanon thought is just, like, rich family. But I don't even want to say that for sure. What?
I keep him in business.
Or yeah, maybe Chris keeps them in business. There could be all sorts of explanations, and I feel like that'd be the fun of it, is just don't explain that. Don't explain how the fuck this guy is still working.
Him, you just walk in. So you guys got a copy of Bubsy 3D.
He says we have 80 of them, please. What was the laser disc that you wanted that you guys kept talking about?
The TV only plays the laser disc of Cool as Ice. And like none of us know how to take it out. So either the TV is off or it's playing Cool as Ice.
Okay, that's bad.
If you think it's a funnier movie.
I like it being Cool as Ice. Because I think that movie represents a time period really well, and just the idea that that's been playing on the TV since the 90s is really funny to me. Like they never figured it out, and he's just waiting for it to break, and it somehow hasn't yet.
It hasn't gotten laser rod either.
Because I had another idea where it's like he keeps like offering like positions to people if they are able to sell like a specific it doesn't even have to be a laser disc though, because I think that joke is better as it just being like some. I like Matt's idea better than what I had, but I was like, there's just something that they're trying to sell, and he keeps saying it like he's been trying to get rid of it forever, and he says, all right, whoever gets this is an employee of the month, which doesn't what was the problem with that? Because they have a problem with every single thing he mentions. I think for them it was just employee of the month wasn't worth it. Then he's like, all right, fuck it, you own the store, and it's like he's just trying to get rid of it. and like there's no takers for that. And then like the last one was gonna be something like really desperate, like I'll suck your dick, please. Just something like an explosion, you know.
Okay, the one question I have is, how did the boss get his money?
We just talked about that, Matt.
Well, I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, Matt muted
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, that we kind of described it. Me and Chris were talking. I kind of just described it as not something you don't really answer. You know.
Okay.
There's like multiple theories. I have like my own headcanon on that, and maybe that's lame. Maybe I should explain it, but I almost feel like it's funny. Like Chris' idea was just like, oh yeah, Chris is the one keeping him in business.
Barely.
And that's a funny idea to me. Another idea is just like very basic rich family. The only thing is the only reason I don't like that one is if he has a rich family, I don't think he'd be that stressed out. This is the face of someone who has had failure after failure.
You know, I mean, he would be because his rich family could just judge him for his decision.
Yeah.
Like, it makes it worse that if you're rich, that means you know how to make good decisions, arguably.
Like, maybe they're threatening to cut him off, too.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I love is, I don't know if you guys knew that Cool as Ice has a Laserdisc, but it sure does, and it is $52 on eBay. There's only 2 listings. I didn't know it had a Laserdisc. I was just...
I think he sold his stock in Enron, like right before all that shit dropped. And it's like the one good decision he made.
And what was it called?
Enron. Enron was this massive like stock scheme. Like they were drastically inflating the price of their stocks. Like illegally inflating the price of their stocks.
What year?
That was like 2000. Early 2000s.
It might be too late then, because I almost like the idea that he's been doing this since the 80s and continuously fucking up.
Oh no, it can still run. The joke can still run. Like, that could be like one of the good decisions he made.
But how was he surviving for that? How did he survive 2 decades before that?
I don't know. People do it.
I mean, it could be like what saved his ass the first time, but
like, I like the idea of a rich family because of that whole thing of it doesn't matter, they're rich.
But
he sold Atari the land they buried E.T. under.
He looked at... No, you know what's really great is I imagine he's one of those guys that looked at the internet and said, yeah, this will never catch on.
Oh, he hit all of his money into the wrong virtual reality.
Yeah.
Like all the old examples of virtual reality, like the VHS virtual reality games, or the I said before, Virtual Boy. Oh. Granted, has VR become a good investment? I don't know. It's still kind of like... It's more common now, but it's not like everybody has a VR headset.
It's a good investment in, like, the sense that, like, it's going somewhere, but it's not, like... It's, you know what I mean? It's... Yeah. We still gotta see where it's going.
Right.
And I don't think it really depends on what you mean by VR, right?
Uh-huh.
Because it seems like we're going towards, like, augmented reality. But, like, that might also fall through. So.
Anyways, yep, gonna have to cut it off there. Short and sweet, like I said. I gotta go. But thank you, Chris and Matt, for joining. I know this was a short one, but I wanted to draw the boss and like I'll do a work in progress. Not delay that show by another year again.
Okay, well, I'll see you guys soon.
Talk to you in a few